There's bands like White Stripes. There's all sorts of experimental bands. You're doing all sorts of like Sonic Youth was the early one that was really influential, but like they're doing all sorts of
Mm.
weird, crazy stuff. So where is this elitism coming from? Like you can only play in standard tuning. Like can you? Okay, the person saying that, can you play in an alternate tuning? Because if not, then what are you telling me for? I
When
like alternate tunings.
when I see someone do, like, it's not just at learning guitar. Like when I see someone doing something at a high level, like I am also, I'm doing like starting to learn how to play golf. And when I see
Okay,
someone doing something at a high
golf is
level,
fun.
like it's just, I don't get disheartened. Like when I see, like, you could get disheartened by, I don't know, Jimi Hendrix. Like sure, you could
Mm,
get disheartened by that, but also it's Jimi
yeah,
Hendrix. Like that's something impressive to see. Like
yeah.
gain
But I'll never
inspiration
be
from
that
that.
good.
Sorry, what was that?
Yeah, I ideally you would gain inspiration from that, but it's really easy to get into that. Like, I'll never be that good, so why should
Mm.
I even try? Like, I don't know.
I think that's where it goes back to just find some way to have fun with whatever you're doing. Like, don't, you could learn. I could right now go and find a guitar instructor that's going to be like, okay, you're going to learn how to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and you're going to learn how to play that until you can strum perfectly, and I will
Hmm,
drop it in
that
two
sounds like fun.
lessons.
Yeah, exactly. No, actually, I wanna take that example and tell you a story about kind of that with me.
Mm,
I've never had guitar lessons ever. Everything I've done is self-taught. I did take vocal lessons, voice
mm,
lessons, like a couple times. I was working at this place, and I was so like blessed to be working there at that time because it was a really difficult time in my life, and it was a well-paying job. But the company that like we were a satellite office, and they didn't have any friggin' work for us. So like a lot of days we were just engineers chilling at this office in downtown Portland, and the area was like beautiful. And like some days we just like me and this guy Dave, we would just go for like a walk for hours. It's just nothing to do. But anyways, so Dave coincidentally was a guitarist,
mm.
and this other guy, I don't remember his name, but he was like a singer. He did all sorts of stuff. But he got me hooked up with a vocal coach, and I saw her a couple times, and I just like one of the first things I said in this was that I don't like being told what to do. So I'm like, I'm singing, and she's like, no, that's not how this works. You have to do it like this. And I'm like, okay. And then after two lessons, I'm like, this is not fun. I need to be having fun. I'm
Mm,
sorry. Like, I can't do something unless I'm enjoying it and doing these stupid exercises. You know what I liked? I
mm.
loved it when she would play a note and I would match that pitch. And I'm like, "Can we do that?" And she's like, "No. You need to work on singing with your like with your stomach, you know?"
Yep.
And I'm like, "No. I understand I need to learn that, but I don't want to. I want to learn how to match what you're doing on the keyboard."
Mm.
So, we had a disconnect and I bailed. But yeah, like that's you got to be like what you said about Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Like that's not fun. That's not going to keep you engaged. For some people, like that's not a bad way of teaching
Mm.
holistically. Like there's a lot of people, a lot of kids, whatever, that learn that way. But me personally, no, that is not my style.
I think this is where it's like where the internet can like really help out with a lot of things. Like you've got all of these different ways that you can approach something now. Like programming, for example. Like you you can learn programming by going to the university. You can go through your
Hmm.
courses. You can learn computer science. You can do all of this stuff that is probably good in the long run. But you could also go and pick up, say, a tutorial on YouTube that's going to teach you the fundamentals of Python, and it's going to give you this fun exercise you can go through, and you can approach it that way as well. And the same thing, like with sort of anything else, like the internet's opened up this way that a lot of people can learn things in a very different way, because the people who are teaching
Hmm.
them, the reason they're teaching it a lot of the time is because this is the way that they wish they had learned. Like
Hmm.
They got that traditional learning experience and they hated it, but there's this better way that the information can be brought to you that you might actually keep it up and in the long run enjoy it a lot more.